challenge. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for attending this meeting. This is our second meeting to finalize plans for the company's initiative to donate medical equipment to an old folks' home in February 2025. We aim to finalize the budget, medical equipment list, logistic, and communication strategies. Before we proceed, let's briefly review the minutes of our last meeting. So our first meeting, we have decided to support SDG 3, which aims for good health and well-being. The meeting decided to allocate 100,000 ringgit to donate medical equipment to an old folks home in February 2025. Do you have any amendment to make?
Excuse me, Miss Fatima. On page 2 of the minutes, the contingency fund allocation was listed as 8%, but we agree on 10%. Could we amend that?
Okay, thank you, Miss Amira. I will ensure the correction is made. Any other amendments? If there are no further amendment, can someone propose that the amended minutes be accepted?
Okay, I propose that the minute be accepted.
Thank you, Miss Amira. Could someone please second the proposal?
I second the motion.
Alright, thank you, Miss Rahadatul. The minutes are now confirmed. Let's move to today's agenda. Our first agenda is the financial allocation. Miss Amira, could you update us on the budget status?
Sure. The allocation remain largely untouched. For 60% for medical equipment, 20% for logistics, 10% for administrative costs, and also 10% as a contingency fund. However, due to a slight increase in transport costs, it is being proposed to reallocate 5% from the contingency fund to logistics to cover this increased costs. This could reduce the contingency fund to 5% and increase the logistic allocation to 25%. The rest of the allocation remain unchanged.
Thank you, Miss Amira. Does anyone have suggestion?
While I understand the need, we should tread carefully with the contingency fund. If unforeseen issues arise, we may lack flexibility.
I agree, but reliable transport is critical for timely delivery. I suggest closely monitoring expense to minimize risk.
Sorry to interrupt. I could explore minor adjustment in the administrative budget instead of fully using contingency fund because the administrative budget may have areas where spending can be reduced without affecting essential operation. By making small adjustments, we can preserve the contingency fund for unforeseen emergency. Ensure we maintain financial flexibility and preparedness for the unexpected costs that may arise. Would that work?
I think those suggestions are brilliant. Let's allocate partially from the administrative budget and contingency fund. Miss Amira, please adjust the breakdown and share the revised number post-meeting.
Sorry to interrupt, just to add, we should also track transport expense even more carefully as we proceed. It might help us avoid further reallocation down the line.
Yes, I agree with you, Miss Afifa. Let's make sure that we have regular updates on the logistic costs and we can monitor the situation and reconsider if that was necessary. Next, let's finalize the medical equipment list. Miss Afifah, could you explain through the proposal?
Sure. Based on our consultations, the proposed list of items includes 10 wheelchairs, 15 blood pressure monitors, 5 pulse oximeters, 2 oxygen concentrators, and also 10 first aid kits. All suppliers have confirmed warranties for the major items such as the oxygen concentrators.
Thank you, Miss Afifah. Are there any suggestions or concerns about this list?
Sorry. Past oximeter are considered cost-effective and versatile because they provide critical real-time information about the patient oxygen saturation and heart rate at the relative low cost. Their portability and ease of use make them suitable for various healthcare settings, including hospital, clinic, and home care. Additionally, they are essential for monitoring patients with respiratory condition during surgery or the emergency situation, enhancing their particularly across multiple scenarios. Could we increase the quantity to 10?
Yes, but we must verify the warranty coverage, especially for oxygen concentrator, as servicing can be costly.
Okay, I will check on this point and renegotiate with suppliers for additional pulse oximeters.
Excellent. Let's proceed with this adjustment. Miss Afifah, finalize the order and make sure it's arrived before February 1. Now, we move to the logistic. Miss Rahadatul, what is the status of our delivery plan?
Okay, we shortlisted two providers. One offer lower cost but less reliable service. The other is slightly more expensive but guarantees delivery by early February. I recommend the reliable provider.
Okay, does anyone have objection to this recommendation?
I agree with the reliability of the supplier, but perhaps we could negotiate a small discount given the guarantee timelines. Since the timeline ensure predictable business for the supplier, this could be used as a leverage for a better price.
Let's ensure the contract specifies penalties for late delivery to protect us.
Good job. Miss Rahadatul, proceed with the reliable provider and don't forget to negotiate about the cost and confirm delivery terms in the contract.
Sure, I will make the penalties for delays clearly outlined in the contract and push for a better deal on the price.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I agree with the approach, but it's also important to check the provider's track record with similar projects. We don't want to risk delays even with a contract clause.
That's great point, Miss Afifah. Miss Rahadatun, let's be sure that we are dealing with a reputable provider who has proven history of on-time delivery. In my opinion, we also can ask for reference from their previous clients.
Alright, I will look into their past performance and make sure we are making the right choice.
Thanks everyone. Let's make sure we stay proactive on this to avoid any last minute surprises. Finally, let's discuss the communication plan. Miss Nadia, please share your updates.
Sure. Thank you, Miss Fatima. My others is I will talk about our strategy is includes about first a press release announcing the donation. Next is social media campaigns featuring the equipment delivery. And lastly is collaboration with local influencers to amplify our CSR efforts. So we will capture photos and videos during delivering for post-event promotion.
Ooh, thank you, Miss Nadia, for the updates. The strategy sounds solid especially when it comes to include local influencer to boost our CSR visibility. I think for the press release, let's ensure it highlight the impact of the donation on the community. Any other suggestion?
Sorry to interrupt. We need to concern from the resident or their families before using their image in promotional materials.
Sorry. Could we include a brief mention of the budget breakdown in the press release to enhance transparency?
Thank you. That's a great suggestions. I'll ensure consent forms are prepared and include a transparency element in the messaging.
Perfect. Miss Nadia, don't forget to finalize the material and calculate them for approval.
Sorry to interrupt. I would also suggest that we give our partners and suppliers a shout out in the press release and social media to acknowledge their role in the success of this project.
That is an excellent idea, Miss Afifa. It will highlight the collaborative nature of the project and build stronger relationship with our partner.
Adding partner recognition will also make the campaign feel more inclusive, which could attract more attention and support from the community.
Yes, I agree. I ensure we mention the partners and suppliers in the communication materials. We can also tag them in social media posts to give them more visibility.
Also, maybe we can create a dedicated hashtag for the project to track engagement and encourage people to share their own stories or support.
I love the ideas that everyone bring to the table. A hashtag could help create a fantastic ways to strengthen engagement and community involvement. Miss Nadia, make sure to include that in the social media plan.
Absolutely. I come up with a hashtag and finalize the post-event materials, including highlights from the delivery, so we can engage with the audience afterward.
Great. Let's make sure everything aligns and is ready to go. Miss Nadia, once you are finalized everything, please calculate the final material for approval soon.
Sure, I have them ready for review by the end of the day.
Thank you everyone for your great ideas. Let's ensure the communication plan reaches to full potential. Is there anything else to bring to attention?
No.
Alright, since there is no other matter, let us bring this meeting to a close for today. Let us recap the meeting outcomes before that. We agree that the contingency fund allocation was 10%, and Ms. Amira will be adjusting the financial breakdown to partially the budget allocation, and Ms. Afifa will confirm equipment orders and delivery schedule to avoid future reallocation, and Ms. Lina will ensure that all major medical equipment are covered by sufficient warranty, and Ms. Rahadatul will be negotiating discount, ensure penalty for late delivery and check the track record. And lastly, Ms. Nadia will ensure the communication plan is effective, transparent and engaging. We will meet again in the next meeting in the end of January. Excellent work everyone. See you in the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.